Michael, welcome. How are workers reacting to technological advancements, particularly AI?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a market change in the workplace. Needless to say, a lot of people are worried about their job, and that number has actually significantly increased, particularly in the well-educated parts of the workforce. In other words, college people in college right now, almost half of them don't think they have the necessary skills to effectively compete after they graduate. And a lot of that concern has been driven by AI.
Is that due to greater awareness of the technology, or is it because technology is particularly going to impact those sorts of jobs?
Well, I think it's both, actually. So the college students right now, the media that they tend to consume have been full of talk about AI. And in fact, when you're on a college campus, as I have two boys on college campuses right now, two of my boys, they found out about ChatGPT within a week when it was launched, and they figured out a way to actually use it in their education. So yes, the awareness is there, but I think it is also the awareness that has come with, well, this technology is actually targeted at the type of job that I'm aiming for. It could be in marketing, it could be in research. These are the types of college grad jobs that have gotten a lot of focus and prominence.
Is education the key to alleviating some of those fears?
I think education is the key, and I would put it, though, in a broader context than just AI. I think the education system has, in many respects, failed the employers and has failed also the students in the sense of getting them work ready. And AI is a wonderful example of that, but it's not the only example. If you interview students right now, do you think you're ready for the workplace? 52% of the people that graduate are not ready for the workplace. So what did they just do for 4 years?
Has that changed though? I mean, I'm not sure when I was that age that I felt particularly ready for the workplace.
I think it has jumped more with the advent of AI, absolutely. But you're right. This has actually been a phenomenon for a long period of time. So I say it, somewhat facetiously. I'm saying, actually, the education system works for the education system, but not necessarily for the student. Because why did you just spend $30, $40, $50,000 and feel not ready for the workplace?
So, how do we get our workforce ready? How do we upskill our existing workforce?
I think we got to give people alternatives to just a one track. This is what you do. You go to high school, then we go to college. We got to recognize that the vast majority of students never actually go to college. So, only about 25% of students actually completes to college. So 75% of the people don't have a college education. So even those who do don't have the right skill sets, right? So we got to give them alternatives. And now, thankfully, through technology, we have ability to train online skills. We have the ability to train people whenever they're ready to be trained, either when they have a job or before they have a job. So I think that is definitely part of the solution.
Michael, thank you so much.
Pleasure.